Taking an Advanced Auto Parts victory lap this week is a youngster who burst onto the late model scene 1 year ago. He scores his first career victory at Sobo at South Boston Speedway, but then backs it up, beating the very best of late model competition at the incredible Valley Star 300. We're talking about Landon Pembelton, who joins us now. Landon, not a bad way to cap off your rookie season, my friend.
Yes, sir. That's for sure. I feel like we stopped racing after that because, we wanted to end on a very positive note. And that was probably the best note we could have finished on there. So, we could have won and raced other big money races, but, we stuck to keeping all the other our cars in pieces. And we wanted to have them for this year.
Well, there's no question. It's the ultimate in the drop the mic moment for anybody that competes in a race car. But it also has led to a terrific opportunity. 4 races scheduled for you in the ARCA Menard series, with arguably the first chair in ARCA Menard's competition for so many years. Good friend of mine, Venturini Motorsports. What was that like when you got the call from Billy Venturini?
I was very shocked. It's definitely going to be a big opportunity for me and my family, and it's definitely something I need to take advantage of. We need to put the results up, and hopefully, we can move on up, keep on moving. But it's going to be all about results, and we just got to do the best I can.
When I listen to you, Landon, I can see the effect that your pop has had on you, and tempering your expectations without settling for less than the very best. Your dad was a champion in his own right. Now, maybe it was in a limited sportsman, but that night back at Sobo in the beginning of August, when you captured that checkered flag at the very same place that your father, Brian, had captured a limited late model championship a couple of years ago. How did that make you feel?
It was definitely a big deal for me. Watching my dad growing up. I was very small when I first started watching him. I remember him winning his championship in 2009. It's been a very long time, but it was definitely something to relive at that point in time. And it was for me, it was very, very special.
I want to circle back to your relationship with the Sellers family. As Peyton has shared with us here on the wind tunnel before, his little side hustle is helping with youngsters like you begin to climb up the ladder and pursue their dreams. And just recently, he said to me, Jack, Landon is the real deal and has a bright future ahead of him. What is some of the best guidance that you've received, not only from Peyton, but also from his entire family as you enter into your second year of late model competition?
They've definitely done a lot for me between him and HC. And Mr. Sellers, they've done a lot for me. Between HC and Peyton, they've taught me a ton. Peyton has taught me about the car, more on the driving side, and HC's just helped me all the way through with everything. And they've definitely been a big help for me.
Want to go back to that wonderful night back in the fall. You'd never been to Martinsville Speedway before. There were just, so many race cars. Qualifying for the race itself is an accomplishment for a rookie. When did you actually begin to believe, at what point in that 300 lapper, hey, I could win this sucker?
I knew we had a very strong car from practice day. We were very, very good. We were way down the charts, though. We didn't really have any tires to go with. We were on some really old stuff, and I knew my car was really good. It was handling to the best it could, and went out there for qualifying, and we were actually on top of the board there for a long time, and we ended up 4th. And for the race, I was just playing the strategy that my crew chief wanted to do. We pitted at lap 75, and we ended up setting sail from there. We got the lead, and we just set sail. And I didn't really think I was going to win it. I still don't believe that I won it, to be honest with you, because it's just such a big deal. But it's starting to, that clock's really starting chiming, and it's reminding me every day that I've won it.
Yeah, one of the traditions at Martinsville Speedway, regardless of the division, is the winner of their big races receives a grandfather clock from the Ridgeway Clock Company. So you're saying it's chiming. I want to know, you're not old enough to be living anywhere but under the roof of your parents. So where is that grandfather clock prominently displayed in the house?
It is sitting right in the middle of the living room. It's sitting it's every 15 minutes.
So what have you got planned? 4 Venturini Motorsports starts in the ARCA series. That will not really fill a 2022 campaign for a youngster like you. What else have you got planned?
So we're gonna go for a South Boston Track Championship this year. We're gonna step it up and try and race against the big boys. We're gonna try and be as consistent as possible, and we're gonna run a couple races at Dominion Speedway, and we're gonna run all the Triple Crown stuff, and maybe we can get lucky in that too. It's gonna be definitely a challenge all year long. There's very good competition at both tracks and in the Triple Crown, so it's definitely gonna be the biggest challenge I've ever went up against.
Well, you realize that in order to do that, you're going to have to beat the man who has been the man, who is the defending Advanced Auto Parts NASCAR Weekly Racing Series national champion. Now, don't get too lippy with Peyton, but what do you think are going to be the strongest suits that you'll be able to bring to the party to maybe edge him out for that championship at Sobo?
It's going to be very tough. I really don't know. He's very good.
He's cagey too, He's cagey.
Oh yeah. He's done it for a very long time, and he definitely knows what he's doing. It's going to be tough. We just got to work our best and have consistent finishes every week, and I think we can, be up there in contention for it.
Landon, do you ever have to pinch yourself that at the age of 16, you've already accomplished so much? You've spent a number of years racing, like a lot of your peers do, getting started in the Legends Car Series, but now you're racing with the big boys week in and week out. Do you ever have to just kind of remind yourself that, hey, I'm 16 years old and I've already won the biggest race in the late model series, and I'm on my way to chasing for a track title?
Yeah, for sure. I have to remind myself every day that I'm just starting. I'm getting going now. To say I'm just starting and have a clock, it's pretty.
Pretty darn impressive. Yeah,
I don't believe it really. But I have strong hopes for this year. I definitely think we can run very, very in contention. We're going to be racing against the same guys we did last year, maybe a couple more people coming in. These guys, they all race clean. They're very strong. They're all fast, and it's going to be a big challenge.
I assume you're still go to high school, right?
Yes, sir, for sure.
So what was it like walking into high school during the free period, getting your books out of the locker and, realizing the Monday after Martinsville that you were a Martinsville champion, but you still had to go to that first class when the bell rang?
So I didn't really want to go to school, to be honest with you, because I was still living that dream up that we won Martinsville. But everyone was proud of me there. Everyone knew that Martinsville, it's a cup track, and they knew the name of it, and they were all very happy for me.
Ultimately, I have to assume you want to go back to Martinsville, not for the ValleyDale 300, which I'm sure you will go to defend your title in 2022, but to be able to go there and compete at the NASCAR Cup level. Have you set a timetable for yourself, my friend?
No, not really. I'm just going to start working at it as much as I can. It's something that I hope can happen. If it doesn't, we're just going to stick to racing late models. I'm just looking at it. If we can get there, we can. But it's going to be tough. It's a very long path to get there.
One of the things that I have always tried to impart to my listeners is, yes, you can be a fan of motorsports. I am, you are, your dad is, Peyton is, and watch our heroes compete at the very highest level. But that's one way to go about it. But the other side of the coin is the incredible passion that is experienced by drivers that actually put everything on the line Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays at their local short track because they do it in front of their friends and their family. Can you help my listeners better understand how that can fuel the passion of a young man like you?
Oh, it's great seeing all my friends and family coming out. Every one of the people that are at South Boston and Dominion. South Boston's always packed with people, and it drives every single one of us out in the field. We want to see those people there. COVID hit, it brung the numbers down a little bit, but for the July 4th race last year, there was so many people, and it was awesome to see after COVID and everything. But it's just awesome to have people watching, and I always want to see those grandstands full.
You're a big strapping young man. So my question to you is, after a good run, how many fried bologna sandwiches do you go after?
I usually don't eat a whole lot at the racetrack. I usually keep it to myself. I don't eat a whole lot. I'll eat here and there, maybe a hamburger or two, but that's it. I usually don't eat a lot just to keep intact with everything and make sure I'm fueled up.
Oh, come on. You've had to have a famous South Boston fried bologna sandwich, maybe when you were growing up watching your pop out there.
Nope, not at all.
Holy cow.
Not once. Yep.
You won't. All right. Well, listen, it's been a real treat to get to know you. Thanks so much for taking a victory lap here inside of the wind tunnel. And I got a sneaky suspicion we're going to be visiting with you many, many times over the course of the next couple of years. Good luck with your run with my good friend, as I say, Billy Venturini. He and I go back all the way to when he was wheeling cars in ARCA. And I have no doubt that you'll be able to continue your rise up the ladder. And I appreciate your visiting with us today.
I appreciate it, man. We're just going to keep digging at it, and hopefully we can keep on moving on up.
Thanks, man. You be well.
Yeah, man.
You take care. All right.
You too, bud.
Bye-bye.